Hey guys, hope all is well. I'm back to do the second of the third video off the back of my little road trip that I went on last week. Hopefully by now I would have released the first vid, and yeah, between then, very shortly after that, I actually came down with COVID. I was feeling a bit ropey when doing that video itself, and then yeah, my son was already been like positive, and then yeah, myself and the missus picked it up shortly thereafter, and it's kind of wiped me out pretty much for a few days. So I haven't done any vids. The irony is I already had the week off work, but yeah, I kind of just sat around. Sounds really bloody lazy, but didn't even really have much energy to, you know, do any gaming or even watching random stuff on the likes of Netflix. That bloody Cobra Kai, even that was too intellectual, too taxing on the brain. So it's been a really weird few days. But yesterday was probably what, day 5 or so, day 5 or day 6. I kind of turned a bit of a corner, and yeah, started to do a bit more. And today I thought, right, let's do some vids. Let's bring some enjoyment back into the house. So yeah, probably going to be a fairly short video, not that many items to go through, but some really cool items, and I got them from Kenny's in, is it Dinnington or Diddington? But I'll pop it up there, and I'll obviously put the location and all the details and any kind of social media links. It's definitely got a Facebook page, and I think you might have an Instagram as well, but I'll put that within the description. But go and check it out. It's 10-15 minutes away from Doorway to Darkness. It was a gold tooth recommendation, so it's going to be carrying the gold girthy standard that we all know and love. So yeah, let's talk about the others very quickly. In the background, what's the name of the channel? Is it Majestic Pinball? It's one I've been watching pretty on and off for like a couple of years. Doesn't put out too many videos, but I sold the guy. He's probably about an hour down the road from me, so not like really close. But I sold him a CRT, and as one does, having a bit of banter, you know, what are you going to be using for? A bit of retro gaming, and yeah, he restores pinball machines. So this is, yeah, it does some really old ones, like going back to you know, proper, like, you know, mechanical pinball machines with no electronic kind of stuff on them, probably from like the 50s. But this one is the Star Wars, I think it's like 1992 maybe, Data East one which I'm sure I definitely played down good old Southend arcades when I was a kid, and the arcades were a bit better. But yeah, really good, interesting channel. Yeah, always has some good machines in there. But yeah, back to pickups themselves. Well, the first one is more of a bit of an appareil, a bit of clothing, a Dr. Robotnik, a Mr. Eggman t-shirt. So as well as doing, you know, toys, obviously a lot of games, a lot of consoles, you walk in and there are, you know, systems galore. You know, in this place, it's absolutely awesome. Bit off the beaten track. It's in a town. It's off a, you know, main road, but you kind of have to know a little bit where you're going. There's a sign pointing you down this kind of alley, and you get to the end, and it's cool. But yeah, it does all sorts. Lovely guy. Presumably it was Kenny I spoke to. Perhaps not. Who knows? But yeah, certainly the owner. Been there about a couple of years, and yeah, really recommend it. So what did I grab? A bit of an eclectic mix, to be honest. I'm still obviously in the handheld fix. So I picked up a Game Gear game, Aerial Assault. I'm sure it's exactly the same as the Master System one. So it's like horizontal kind of shooter where you're fight. I can't remember what the name of the baddie organisation is, but they're threatening to take out the ozone layer, which is pretty serious shit. Particularly in around this era when the ozone layer was probably all we heard about on the news. Not saying it wasn't important, but yeah, it certainly got some PR. So there's that one. Bit of a shocker of a game, but it's a cheapie one, which I don't know why. I just wanted to get it and give it a go. But Cutthroat Island, and based on the equally shocking film, I think prior to like Waterworld and some other bad film, it was one of the biggest film flops around, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, this one, it is like, I mean, it's just kind of one-on-one swashbuckling pirate stuff. I think you like, well, you know, get through one guy, then you're on to the next. So that's a bit repetitive. Yeah, not that exciting, but yeah, one for the collection. What a masochist I am. Yeah, Conker's Pocket Tales. I think it's the first one in the Conker's series. Again, probably certainly not the best. And yeah, but kind of a top-down adventure game, I guess you'd probably call it. A few enemies, a few little like cheeky bosses, a few puzzles. Not the longest of games, but yeah, not too bad, not too shabby. But thought I'd grab that. I don't think it's not a rare game or anything, but it is rare in terms of it's published by Rare, but in terms of its scarcity, you do see it around, you know, a fair bit. But yeah, I thought I'd grab it. Next one by Acclaim, we've got Drop Zone, which is it's the best way to describe it. It's a Defender kind of clone, really. But as opposed to obviously being a ship flying around, you're like a big jazzed up astronaut guy, which probably makes you a bigger target. You've got more space on screen. It's probably not really working in your favour. But I do like these kind of, you know, obviously old classic arcade games. And cheap, so all really reasonable. So I grabbed that one. This one, yeah, slightly, again, fairly real. I can't remember how much it was, but it wasn't much money. Perhaps a bit more than the other ones. But yeah, Broken Sword, and I always forget the name. Broken Sword, The Shadow of the Templars, and I believe it's the first one in the Broken Sword like series. It's the point and click series. I haven't played any of them. So why not start at the beginning, right? So yeah, it's that one. I've got 3 more games. Really, yeah, popular, common game. Thought I had it, I didn't. It's opted for loose, as you can see, but Ghost and Goblins for the Nintendo Entertainment System. And if I had the fine motor skills to get it out, I would. But I use my energy for talking, I think. But you know what it looks like. Basically, it's obviously these things can cover some sins in terms of the the actual quality of the item within, but it's actually in really good nick. So I was really chuffed to get that. And then if you have watched the first one, yeah, another bloody rabbit hole. Blame every other YouTuber that's into micro computers, all of you, because I've started collecting again for the Spectrum, but just. That's how it starts, isn't it? But just for those games I remember having back in the day. I'm not going for games I didn't, or even games that perhaps I wanted to get. I'm just going for games that I absolutely did have and that mean a lot to me. We've got the Plus 3. I don't have I used to have the 48K and the tape deck and all that's long gone. I don't know where the hell that ended up. We've got the Plus 3. Haven't tested that in eternity, but these are for the I've managed to cram another little shelf into the space upstairs, but it's got a little ZX Spectrum shelf with perhaps a couple of little Star Wars droids have smuggled in as well. Stop rambling. Let's talk about what we got. So the first one, the first bloody beat 'em up brawler that I ever played in my life. I'm fairly certain of that. I was fairly young when I did play it, and even the box art looked like it was something that I shouldn't be looking at. I shouldn't be playing with just because of the violence when you're kind of single digits in age. But yeah, let's stop talking. Let's start showing. So yeah, Taito Renegade. And love this. I think it still plays well. I've only kind of emulated it in the last few years. I haven't played it on original hardware since back in the 80s, but remember, the first kind of boss being a bit of a knob, bit of a dick, and having to kind of fight my way through to get to him. But the feeling of satisfaction when it was done. But yeah, I mean it's. Oh, sorry, let's open this bad boy. But yeah, the instructions are pretty cool. Fold out. I don't think I even read these back in the day. It was just cassette went in the machine. And yeah, the flying kicks just started. So yeah, really chuffed to get that one on the new shelf. And this one, yeah, my favourite, certainly not necessarily favourite film, but certainly favourite film franchise. Get my teeth in, and a damn good vector game as well, Star Wars. Again for the specky, so these are all specky jobs. A bit kind of creased on the inside, but nothing too gnarly. Yeah, just I didn't realise that before. Like that was on the cassette. It's kind of, I'd say it's a rare bloody variant because they're probably all like that. But yeah, it's upside down. I hadn't kind of pictured it. You think it'd be like so. It's like got my camera back to front, but yeah, I don't. It's yeah, a bit different. But yeah, what a game! It's the going across the top of the Death Star, getting down the old trench, launching those proton torpedoes, and yeah, punching the sky at the end of it all. Awesome, and that's it. So yeah, big thank you to Kenny. He's had a great time looking around your shop, mate. It's absolutely fantastic. Highly recommended. If you're around that area, you're travelling through that area, you've got to go and see the guy and check out the Aladdin's Cave, because it is exactly that. It's friggin' awesome. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there, and I'm probably then going to jump into the third and final vid and perhaps stagger the upload times just to keep you YouTube people keen. But thanks very much for watching if you made it this far, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one, and hopefully my throat will be a bit less croaky. All the best. Cheers.